I was contemplating whether or not to do this video. I was having an internal conflict inside me because I've uncovered something here. Because of the fact that I'm close to many of the Syrian brothers here. And most people don't know or don't want to speak about what I'm about to say. But our job here on the ground has never been just about giving out food boxes. It's always been about trying to show you the real picture of what's taking place here on the ground. And today what I have to say is profound. And maybe it's gonna shock some of you. And maybe it's not gonna be good for donations. But my dear brothers and sisters, and especially to the brothers, any single one of you that have ghira, my message is for you. Your sisters here in Bilad al-Sham are having to sell their dignity. Having to sell their dignity, their honor, their izzah to survive. And what do I mean? Over the last few months, we've seen more and more sisters having to rummage through the rubbish to survive. Widows who have no husband, no protector. We've seen more and more sisters begging on the streets. You saw young girls like Gauthar who can possibly be exploited because the war, the longer it goes on, the worse things get. But now I've uncovered something which sickened me to the core because I couldn't imagine it. The third brother this week has come to me to say that he has divorced his wife over this very issue. I want you to imagine how deep this issue is, how cutting it is, and how serious the situation here is in Syria for this to happen. There are group chat rooms, my dear brothers and sisters, which can be downloaded off Play Store. I'm not going to mention the names, which have become an epidemic here between the refugee camps, where your Syrian, Arab sisters here are being spoken to by disgusting, perverted men outside of Syria, who message them on this app and ask them for sexual messages, ask them for sexual voice notes, and even ask them for sexual images of themselves. Why? For a few crypto coins that they can go into a store and swap for a food box or for a phone. My brothers and sisters, can you imagine? I've sat with broken men who have come home to say to their wives, Ya Zawjati, this is haram what you're doing. And their wives have said to them, but it is also haram for us to starve like this. Where is the ummah in the time of the need of these sisters? Where are the men who have ghira for their sisters, for their mothers? How can we allow this to continue while we are alive? My message to every single one of you, what will we say to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala when that sister stands in front of Allah on Yawm al-Qiyamah and says, Ya Allah, I was forced. I had no choice but to sell my izzah because nobody came, nobody supported, and we had to beg and we had to do the worst of things. My brothers and sisters, we're here on the ground. We are building homes which are covering people, which are giving them honor. We're giving sponsorships for orphans and widows. These are a lifeline. These are preventing people from having to do these sorts of things. You don't understand. Aid work today on the ground in Syria is not like outside Syria. You are giving these, preserving these people's izzah. So please, inbox our team, become a fundraiser, support even our homes project or our orphans project. Because we must do this. This is wajib upon us, my dear brothers and sisters. I have passed my message. And forgive me if I've upset anybody. But anything good is from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and the mistakes are from me, but I didn't know how to pass this message. And I hope that in these blessed days of Ramadan, whatever we can do can be an expiation for our sins. Ya Allah, forgive us for our shortcomings. Assalamu alaikum.